last weekend, Patty and I went camping for the first time in over a month. And after that first night in the RV, Patty, I think we both commented we had not had that good of a night's sleep.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Since we had moved back into the house. And so I thought today we would talk about how to get a good night's sleep in your RV in this episode of Travels with Delaney,
the podcast.
Hey everyone, my name's Patrick.
I'm Patty.
And we are joined on the couch today by our two Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, Truman and Bess.
Yep.
For those of you who maybe don't watch our YouTube channel and are not familiar with them.
They're our fur babies.
They are fur babies. They're 5 years old and they have the same dad but different mom.
Yep.
And so if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, Travels with Delaney, the podcast, and you're seeing the video version.
These are really the celebrities.
Yeah, these are the celebrities. Although I think Truman's sitting too low. He's laying down right now.
He's tired boy.
And if you're on an audio podcast, well, welcome. We are glad you found us. And Patty, we have a new comment.
I see that.
Over on Apple Podcasts.
I see.
It starts off fantastic, and they gave us a 5-star rating out of 5. I know. It says, great podcast for RV life, fun couple, great guests, just fun.
Oh, nice.
And so thank you so much for that kind comment. And again, your ratings and your comments really are going to help boost our podcast. To get it out to more people, because that's kind of what these podcast platforms look for is, ratings and comments. And once they start seeing positive reviews, they're like, hey, maybe there's somebody else out there that wants to. So thank you for that comment. Keep them coming and we'll keep reading them on air.
Yeah, and normally, you like to do a this or that for me.
I do like doing a this or that.
You know what? I think I'm going to do one again, and I like to call it that or this.
2 episodes in a row?
I know.
Oh,
my synapses are working.
All right. Let's see if she can remember what she was going to pose to me. All right, go ahead.
All right, hon. Let's say, it's after school, after work. You're chilling on the couch, watching your YouTube on your phone, and you want a snack. Which happens,
It does happen sometimes. I don't.
Would you go for salty or sweet?
After school, sitting on the couch, I'm going. Well, most likely, especially right now, I'm usually sitting down with a bourbon. Yeah. Which means I'm going to want something salty.
All right. Now, what's your salty thing? Do you like pretzels?
No.
Or do you want
I
your peanuts?
I do like pretzels. That was kind of harsh. No, I do not like the pretzel. No, I do like pretzels, but I'm actually right now been munching on peanuts that we've been getting at Costco.
Oh, they're awesome.
They're jumbo salted peanuts, and you get this huge jar for I don't know, $8 or something. And I've really been enjoying those.
All right.
So, I will say, if I was going to go sweet, though.
Yeah, what's your sweet choice?
You know what it is. Albanese gummy bears.
Yep.
World's best gummy bears, in my opinion.
Yep.
So, made right here in Indiana.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that great?
And we've never been to the Albanese factory. I mean, it's like 2 hours away.
We need to go.
I know. One of these days we're going to make a trip up.
Maybe next summer.
And for those of you wondering, where is the Albanese candy factory? It's up in Maryville, Indiana, up in northwest Indiana.
Right, we're in northeast corner.
And we've seen YouTube videos on it. I mean, we live in the state. Of course we haven't been. Isn't that the way it always is?
Yeah, you don't do what's near you.
Yeah, we'll travel 9,000 miles to see something, but something 2 hours away, we're like, don't really have time.
No.
So, all right, well, Patty, let's get into today's topic.
All right.
Which we always get a great night's sleep in our RV.
I know.
And I hear other people saying, like, after a weekend of camping or a week of camping, like, oh, I'm so glad to get home to my bed.
I'm the opposite.
I know. I know. And I think we're going to talk about several factors that go into this.
Right.
But let's start with the first one, which I think is the most obvious.
The mattress.
The mattress.
The one they give you. I don't think it's a mattress.
Okay, so if you don't follow our YouTube channel, we bought a Alliance fifth wheel back at the end of May. And I'm like Patty, I don't even think it was actually supposed to be a mattress.
I think it was a brick. Even the dogs were like,
oh my gosh. Luckily, we only had to sleep on it one night. And it was, I mean, we might as well pulled it off and slept on the plywood.
I think we should have. It might have been a little more comfy.
This thing was like,
rock.
it was like 2 pieces of fabric. And then in the middle was like this coiled plastic. It was weird. It looked like, think of funnel cakes except made out of plastic. And then it had a zip-on cover.
It was not
Honestly,
good.
I don't even know why they waste the money on those.
I think it was just a space filler.
I think it is, but I think it's a waste of money.
Yeah, just don't put anything in there.
And so I think a lot of RVs are that way. Now, some of the companies have attempted to upgrade their mattresses, and they'll get big names like, you know, I think we've seen maybe Serta or Sealy in RVs, but then people will say like, yeah, it really wasn't that good, because what they're doing is they're having these major manufacturers make a lesser quality, most likely, to keep the cost down.
I don't know about that.
So I think you have a couple options. And let's talk about the lesser cost, which is some people choose to get like a memory foam topper.
Yeah, we used to do that.
We used to do that.
Back when we first started camping, we'd get one of those, egg crate kind of things?
You could get the egg crate ones. Now they have them much thicker. I mean, I've seen 3 and 4 inch thick foam toppers. And I think those can run, you know, from like the egg crate ones you can probably pick up for $60, $70. And then I've seen memory foam toppers go up several $100s, depending on the quality. And sometimes that can take a halfway decent mattress.
They make it better.
With our Alliance, there was nothing that was going to make that better, except pitching it.
I think just destroying it was making it better.
But that is an option. Like if you have a mattress in your RV and you're like, you know, it's close, but it's just not there, you could go ahead and do that. But I think for a lot of people like us with the Alliance, where you just know that mattress is not good. Gotta go. Then your next option is to purchase a brand new mattress that's going to be comfortable.
Right, absolutely.
One of the challenges I think a lot of people have had over the years is a lot of these RV manufacturers, they will use these odd size mattresses.
Yeah, weird shapes.
You know, they call them RV Queens or RV Kings. Or they'll have things like rounded corners. And so, or in the case of our Lance, ours had a cut halfway through.
It folded.
Because it had to fold up to make the couch. And so that can be challenging, because it's not like just running to your local furniture store and saying, I need a good mattress.
Right.
Because if you have like an RV Queen, it's possible you put the residential queen in, you won't be able to get around your bed. Yeah,
like in the Lance, we couldn't have flipped it up if we wanted to use the couch.
Yeah, exactly. We could have bought a traditional mattress, but then we would never have been able to use the couch.
Right.
So we actually, and this is not a sponsored podcast.
Nope, it's just something we lucked upon, I think.
Yeah, we have not. In fact, I haven't even talked to my contact at Mattress Insider in almost a year and a half. We still promote Mattress Insider in the sense that we are so happy as customers.
Right.
We talk about them a lot.
Yep.
But we ended up, I think we've been doing it now 3 years. We've been sleeping on Mattress Insider for 3 years. And we have been so happy. We did one for the Lance, because Mattress Insider will actually make a mattress.
That folds.
Or
has
whatever.
Funky corners or angles or whatever.
You give them the dimensions you need or the specification. They'll make it for you, and it's not that much more.
No, it's not.
Don't quote me on this, but I want to say to have that cut put in the center to be able to fold it, I think they charge us $100 extra over the cost of the mattress.
Yeah.
And for a custom mattress, I mean, that was a good deal.
Right.
We were so impressed the first 6 months we slept on the Lance mattress that I was like, Patty,
we need one for the cabin.
Yeah. And so we did. We ordered a king size
for the cabin.
And so we sleep on Mattress Insider mattresses
everywhere.
365.
Yep.
And then because that mattress had to stay with the Lance, we ended up ordering a brand new Mattress Insider mattress.
And it's so nice.
Yeah, for the Alliance.
It's heavenly.
And so a mattress makes a huge difference. Now, here's what I will say, and I will put in the show notes a link and discount code for you, because we do work with Mattress Insider in the sense that we have a discount code if you want to save money, and we also get a small commission if you use our discount code back from the company. Beyond that, and I want to be quite frank about this, we paid for our mattresses. The first mattress we bought at cost, and then at some point after we hit a certain sales mark, they did refund the money. But the other two mattresses, the one in the Alliance and the one here in the house, we paid just like you would pay. They did let us use our own discount code. So we could save the money, but we paid for those. So I just, I always like to be, because there's people out there saying, oh, there's these YouTubers and all they do is
get freebies.
Yeah, they get freebies and they don't really use them.
Trying to sell a freebie, but no, we bought this. this stuff.
And we are not, Mattress Insider is not the other company that you do hear about. And I'm not saying anything bad about, I'll just say it. Why am I hiding? It's Brooklyn Mattress.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Brooklyn
it.
Bedding.
Don't think we have a friend that uses Brooklyn.
Yeah, absolutely. Russ and Carrie from The Roads We Roam sleep on Brooklyn.
Yeah, they like it.
Brooklyn had reached out to us at one point, but we had just been so happy with Mattress Insider.
Right, we went with it.
And I should mention this, Mattress Insider, based in Littleton, Colorado, American-owned. Okay, they make all of their mattresses in North Carolina, and you might be saying, "Why are they in Colorado? They're making them in." It's because North Carolina is where all the furniture is made, and it makes sense for them to have them manufactured there. So, here's what I will say though: if you do go and look at Mattress Insider's website, I highly recommend not ordering online.
No, I think you need to talk to them.
Yeah, their customer service is phenomenal, and when you call, they actually have, I guess I always call them sleep specialists. I don't know if that's what they call them.
That sounds fun.
But they will actually ask you all kinds of questions about your sleeping habits and find the best mattress or what they think will be the best mattress.
Work for you.
Yeah. And good example. So those of you who know my aunt and uncle from Texas, Colonel Woody and Aunt Priscilla, they just bought a fifth wheel. And slept on their mattress one night and decided we need a new one. And so Uncle Woody had called me and said, "Hey, what mattress?" And I told him what we had, but I said, I really think you should call them. Don't just order it. He called them, and through their conversations, one of the things that came up is they sleep on a sleep number bed at their house. And when they told the gentleman at Mattress Insider their number, he was like, "You definitely do not want the one that your nephew sleeps on. It's too soft." And so they found the right mattress, ordered it, and they've already used their new mattress. He said it's wonderful. So I think that's why. And if you can still get the discount, just tell them when you call Mattress Insider, just say, "Hey, Travels with Delaney sent me, and they said we'd get a discount if we mention their name."
Absolutely.
They will take care of you like your VIP. Although even if you don't tell them we sent you, they'll still take care of you like VIP because they're just great. So, all right, enough on mattresses.
Now, I think the next thing, honey, that I'm thinking of in my head, because I've always been into this, is my sheets. Especially the thread count. I know I seem kind of hoity-toity, but
we have bought cheap sheets before,
and they feel like sandpaper.
Yeah, they're itchy.
I got to get a high thread count.
I like Egyptian cotton. I have to be honest. I'm not saying that's a deal breaker as long as the thread count's high, but
I like it so it's soft, but then it keeps you cool, and you're not scratching you, and you feel sticky, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I think you guys are going to be shocked where you're probably thinking we have some online company that we buy from that has high price. No, our current sheets. In fact, I would say there's two that we recommend.
Yes.
We used to use the J-Lo from Kohl's. And they were.
That's what's on our bed upstairs.
Like if you go into a Kohl's, they're very expensive, but if you wait till they're on sale, they're always on sale with your coupons and stuff. They come down.
That's what we've done.
But what we're currently sleeping on, both here at the house and in the RV now, because our J-Lo's finally, after years,
yeah, they did. I
forgot
forgot about that. They gave out. We wore them out.
We got them at Costco.
Yeah.
And I want to say they weren't the cheapest ones Costco had. I think they were around $70 maybe for the king.
I think so.
And maybe $60 for the queen. Yeah. But they and here's the other thing about your sheets is not only do you want them to be soft and just feel good.
Yeah.
You want them to wash up.
Yes.
Well.
Yep.
And these Costco sheets, and I wished I could remember the exact brand. I
can't right now, but I can see it.
Yeah.
And what's cool
it's
about
a high
them,
thread count. It's like 600, maybe 550, 600 thread count.
And after each wash, sometimes in the past, your sheets kind of shrink up on you and they're hard to get back on the mattress. They don't do that, and they've got deep pockets with that cool
elastic
on it.
That's a tongue twister. Extra elastic in the corners.
Right.
They never come off the corners, do they?
No, they don't.
I thought about that years ago.
You'd kind of fight your sheet to keep it on sometimes, and they're just awesome.
But I think things like a sheet. You might say, okay, I get the mattress, but sheets really? Yeah. I think invest in a good pair of sheets, a set of sheets. I guess they're not pairs; they're sets. And I think that will help give you a better night's sleep.
Right. Right.
And then the other thing that I'll be honest, this kind of getting crazy, I guess, but we're going to talk about duvets and comforters.
Yeah. Duvets, we just love. We like doing duvets where you can change out the comforter every now and then. The new one for the Avenue, the Alliance, came from IKEA.
And it's
a flannelly, because we're going into winter, but it is super soft.
You're talking about the duvet.
Yeah.
The comforter itself also came from IKEA.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people think of comforters, they think, oh, you're talking hundreds of dollars.
No.
I don't remember what we spent for it, but it was, I want to say it was like $40 or $50.
Something like that.
Because we went with we didn't go with a super warm one.
No.
And it's not down because we didn't want to deal with the feathers
coming out.
So it's a synthetic.
Yep.
And it's lightweight, but it keeps us warm.
Right.
And I'm like you. I like the fact with a comforter, you can, as your styles change, if you buy a bedspread, then you have to go buy a whole new bedspread.
Yeah, I like flipping out the covers every now and then and changing it up. And then I think the absolute best thing we have ever bought for bedding has been a Patagonia blanket or Pendleton. Blanket. I get it right. Pendleton blanket.
Yeah, and this is like a fleece or Sherpa blanket.
Sherpa.
It's not one of their heavy wool ones that are like some ridiculous price at National Park.
They are so snuggy.
Oh, they are.
The pups love them.
And even if you don't get that Pendleton blanket from Costco, I think if you just have a blanket in reserve, so if you do go with a lighter comforter, then in the winter months, you have that you can pull up over you.
Yep.
And so we don't use it in the summer.
No, it's
but
too heavy.
I guarantee, I will tell you right now, it is on our bed, and we used it Thanksgiving weekend when we were camping.
Yeah, and these guys just love it, don't you?
Super
guys?
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, we love those Pendleton fleece blankets.
We have them in the house.
I think we own like 4 or 5 of those. We have one on our bed upstairs.
And we gifted them.
Yeah, we gifted them.
Well, what's cool about the ones we found that are Sherpa, they have different patterns. So they're just really unique, and they look great in the cabin and great in the trailer, and yeah, it's awesome.
And then I think the last thing is pillows.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a personal thing that you have to find a pillow. And we don't really have a brand, although we do use the IKEA pillows.
I'm hooked on the IKEA ones because you can get ones if you're a back sleeper, a side sleeper, or both, and they kind of give you some descriptors when you go and buy, and they're not overly expensive, at least the ones I've bought, because I'm a side sleeper, and a belly sleeper. So so there's different ones you can get there to fit your style.
Yeah, so I would recommend not running out to like Walmart and buying the 2 for $10.
No,
because again, that if your head's not being supported and you're not comfortable, you're not going to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And then I think the last thing, which is really the X factor for us, we like that, the X factor.
Ooh.
I don't know why, and you've said the same thing. In an RV or a camper, you tend to be a little more confined in the bed because obviously it's not a very big space. And then you usually have nightstands or something kind of almost cradling you in. I know this is going to sound funny, but I sleep like a baby in a cradle. I really do.
It feels like, you're being swaddled or something as an adult. If the space is just good. I don't know if that was the best way to say it.
I don't know.
But anyway, your ceilings are lower, your sides are coming in on you. It just feels like a cozy space, I guess. I don't know.
And I think there's going to be somebody listening going, I feel claustrophobic in our RV bedroom.
Now, I will say, in the tab,
well, that was a little different.
The way that it was built, I was a little
that was because of the roof line came up so steep.
I understand that, but lately, any other trailer, it's like you just feel all snuggy in there.
Yeah, so,
like it's your little cave, I guess.
That might not be for you, but for us, we actually.
I love it.
And so, it's kind of crazy. Like when I get home and we move back into the house after being in the RV all summer, it's, that bedroom is so big, and I wake up and it's just, I don't know. I like that confined space almost.
Yep.
But like I said, really the key to the good night's sleep, I think, is your mattress, your sheets, and your comforters, pillows, things like that.
Yep.
And anything else you add from there, I just think that's like
ambiance,
like the fairy
twinkly
lights.
I love twinkly lights.
And, a little speaker so you can fall asleep to music or, things like that.
Yeah, we got a little Bose speaker. Yeah. It's like a romance.
Yeah, it's... So anyway, well, I would love to know, how do you sleep in your RV? And, if you're not getting a good night's sleep in your RV, have you thought about looking at any of those things?
Sure.
So hopefully we at least given you something to think about.
Right.
And we want everybody to get a good night's sleep.
Absolutely, because you need it.
That's right. RVing should be fun.
Yeah.
And
not
enjoyable.
Stressful and not tiresome. So,
nope.
Yeah.
Well, Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Travels with Delaney, the podcast. Hopefully, this has been useful for people.
I think I need a nap now.
I think I need a nap now, too. All right, everyone. Until next time, we'll see you.
On down the road.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.